Welcome, welcome, welcome to True Life Stories, Smoke and Mirrors, Unmasking Reality one trip at a time. Well, dang, it'd be many experiences, but we just gonna say one trip at a time, just to be saying one trip at a time. Even though it'd be many more than that, because this is just what we do. But all in all, everybody that's here and that's on the channel always know that we have a Discord and it's open to anybody. It's not because, a lot of people that come in and they see a lot of people in the Discord, and I guess they probably be thinking that the Discord is only for, the ones that are in Discord, but no. The Discord is actually for anyone that's here that's on the channel. It's always open to everybody, especially if you got insights to share, you want to jump in on the conversation. It's free. Just join and just hop in. And a lot of times we'll be talking, and like I know a lot of people. You come in, you feel like you knew. I understand that. I understand that feeling of being new to the Discord. Sometimes you just gotta jump in. Like when we're talking, you got insights or whatever. It's cool just to jump in when it gets quiet or whatever. Just but jump in. Don't be scared to pop in and and give your 2 cents. You feel me? Because I'm always giving my 2 cents. That's what I call it, 2 cents. What's up with it, Hugo? I'm always giving my 2 cents. Let me see if I can get this chat working right though, because I don't want to. Top chat messages such as potential spam be visible. Nah, I want all chat. I want all chat. But I've been thinking a lot. Like that, I've been thinking a lot about rolling a banana backwood of with the sour diesel, huh? Oh man, bro. See, I'm so jealous. I'm jealous because everybody comes in smoking and I can't smoke no more. So I can't blow no more, man. You feel me? But it's cool though. It's cool. It's momentary. You feel me? It's been cool. Not smoking. Like I said, it opened up my dreams to where I'm dreaming more. Like I always thought that, right in the beginning. Like a lot of people said that you don't dream a lot when you smoke a lot, and I'm like going, I don't think so, bro. Because even when I was smoking, I was still having a lot of dreams. Like I was dreaming every night. What's up with it? Awoken one. I was still dreaming a lot. So it's like the same. But I think I want to come in and I want to talk about like after the trip, right? After diving in on psychedelics, whether it's mushrooms, DMT, ayahuasca, or whatever. It's like after the trip. After you done seen all these things, right? Okay, what's next? It's like, what is next? All right. What is next? Okay, after you done dove in, you done lived a 100,000 lives. You done met entities. You did, seen different worlds, different dimensions, and different everything. It's like, what's next? Like, what's next? Like, okay, it's like now, okay, now what do I do? Like, is it a thing to where we just okay now we're just sharing the experiences that we had on psychedelics because you don't have to talk about really like you don't have to say nothing about the change because to me I feel like the change is something that just it happens along the way. It's something that just happens along the way to where you begin to change yourself. You don't it's crazy because with psychedelics you don't really have to do anything for that change. You don't have to do anything. There's not too much you like it does it it's like it's doing it for you. It's giving you that change to where you're seeing life differently. You're acting upon life differently. You're just doing everything just dang, why I keep going to that one? It should be Small one in it. Okay, it should be different. Why I keep going to the same one? Okay, let me see. Okay, that's it right there. Okay, yeah, you don't have to really do anything for that change to happen. It's certain things that you see, and like I always, oh man, oh wow, don't let's not do this. I've been reading so many reports on that shit, and this has its own trip. Okay, look, I got one right now. I'm gonna share with the Salvia experience that Ozo sent me. Let me see if he can come into the Discord right now. Come into the Discord so we can talk about this experience you sent me. He just sent me one on Salvia that I'm going. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up right now, but I gotta save it. So let me save it so I can go to my Instagram and pull it up. Instagram. Cause the salvia though, you not hey, you the salvia is a whole different weird experience, bro. You feel me? Like when I seen this one that Ozo had sent me, I was like, what the heck, man? I was like, salvia is something I don't know what to call it. See, this is crazy because being that I am just a psychedelic experiencer, you know, it makes me want to try salvia. What's up with it,
Oh,
Ozo?
you on salvia?
Now we just network with other people. Yeah, exactly, Et. Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was telling them about the salvia experience you sent me.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've already found several experiences that someone has taken that and had a whole 1,000 years or something go by, like they the whole lifetime where they watched themselves grow old. They seen their grandkids, like they had whole experiences. Not just like several people have had this experience on salvia.
yeah,
Some people have had nightmares to this day, still remembering the family members that they had, and that they went through that experience, and then they always was like, "Yo," but that was real to them, and they still have nightmares about their grandkids that they never really had.
that yeah. It reminded me of that Rick and Morty where Morty was like, "What? Wait, hold on. What about my wife? What about my kids?" It's like, bro, it wasn't real, but it was. But
No,
it
but you know what's
was.
the closest thing to it's hard for us to comprehend if this reality is some type of based on something else, like, you know what I mean, like besides just being authentically real, like, you know what I mean, but psychedelics and stuff, it feels like when you take them, it glitches the matrix, and reality shifts in a way that it's not like chaos and disorder. It's like a glitch in the matrix that takes you to another timeline, another lifetime, another, or into a microcosm, or to something that's like beyond our understanding or our knowing, like space and underneath the ocean, or micro, like the Ant-Man stuff, like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
micro.
What's up, Theo?
This is like, but why is it so, like, when it happens, it's so perfect, like
Much love.
synthesized in a way
Pale
that it's
horseman.
like real, like, you know what I mean, like it wasn't
Yeah.
like this is like, from the outside perspective looking at psychedelics, I thought it would be like, you lose your mind a little bit, you was high, you don't remember, or like kind of like comparing it to drinking alcohol, and you have a blackout and you don't remember what happens,
Yeah.
or you lose your mind, you say weird stuff, or you can't speak straight. It's nothing like that. Your brain is completely intact, and you gone, and you can sit there and analyze where you're at, and it's like, this is better than a dream, this is more crispy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna play this one that you sent me. The one
Yeah,
about the girl. I just put it right there. So like,
yeah, play
so
that.
you can see it too. I'm gonna play it real fast so y'all can
Yeah,
see. Since Zach brought
I'll
up
speak.
the salvia, yeah. So yeah, here we go. Let's go on and just play this thing. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me dang, keep on forgetting. I'll be switching my stuff when I be in here. Let me go here. Then here we go.
She didn't understand what she was, just that she could see.
Let me start it all over.
Did you know there's a story about a woman who took a few heavy hits of salvia and spent 45 years as paint on a living room wall? At first, she didn't understand what she was, just that she could see. Eventually, she realized she was a layer of beige paint above a couch, fixed in place, watching the same family live their lives. The father coughed constantly, deep and ragged, while the mother talked to herself through every task, complaining more to the air than to anyone listening. The TV blared all day, filling the house with noise that blended together until it became background static. The kids grew from noisy, sticky-fingered blurs to silent strangers who barely came home. The parents aged in the same spot on the same couch, until one day the father simply didn't return to it. The mother lasted a few more years, talking to herself in half sentences, moving slower and slower. Then one day she was gone too, and the house stayed empty until new voices arrived, people with buckets, rollers, and drop cloths. The moment the first stroke of paint covered her, everything went white. She woke up on her couch, drenched in sweat, heart racing, the world suddenly loud and fast. It took days before she could convince herself that only minutes had passed, that the 45 years she'd spent watching that family fading under their lives hadn't really been centuries ago. But she remembered it all perfectly. Every detail, every sound, every year that had felt real enough to live.
Ozo, why the hell
Yeah.
you sent me that? Hey,
Bro,
it literally had me geeking.
yeah, bro. This is the way. I'm telling you, like that's
Well,
to sit there.
45
This is the crazy
years.
thing about our
Okay,
mind,
look it
right?
out, ET.
Um, like we can have that. Our mind is actually 1,000 years old now. Like, does that
Yeah,
mean your mind is really 1,000? Because you added all that mileage in a small amount of time. Time is not relative to space time. I don't know how to explain that. Like, time can be a minute could be 1,000 years. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's that's amazing, man. You paint on the wall, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
like remember, Wild Man was a puddle, and he was
Yeah.
a sandwich. So I'm
Yeah.
going like, what's up with it, Nigel? I'm going like, bro, that is trippy right there. Like I don't like 45 years.
Yeah.
And then the fact that you can remember all the time everything that happened throughout that experience within those years. Remember, wasn't it another guy that did that and he like was a fish or something?
Man, there's a couple more where they had um a dude had a girlfriend, married her, lived years with her, had children, had grandkids, and then and then when he came out of it, he thought 1,000 years went by, and it was like, you feel me, and it was nothing. It was just a blink of an eye, dog. Like, nah, none of that happened. But did it?
But
Did it
did it?
happen?
Yeah.
Did he like, what is reality? Like, you feel me? Like, besides like a blink of an eye, a thought, a reality. Like, how many people have had dreams that you are convinced until you wake up and you see the fractions, the fractures in the dream, that it was fake. Like, where you could tell, you could, in this
Something
reality,
really
we
ain't
could go
real.
back and look at that one like, oh no, that one wasn't real because the wall, this, like, something that was off. Like, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you hey,
Sometimes it feels something that's seamless, though. No offness, nothing to discern,
well,
nothing
I'm off right now.
beyond normal. You feel me? That's what
What?
blows them people's mind right there. Nothing hinted to them that it was not real until they came out of it.
Okay. Hey, although I was watching Rick and Morty, right? And remember
Yeah.
the like on the new one where Beth Beth like the dream Rick, made itself happen in Jerry's mind to where Jerry was seeing all these good things Rick was doing but he wasn't actually doing. And then it went to where he made himself exist inside of Beth. You feel me? Inside the mother, and like it was trippy, bro. It reminded me of the experience I had because they were sitting at the table talking, and the screen like it like flipped into the dream world, like the dream world and the reality was the same. So
Mhm.
and like it showed him in the dream world up on the wall, like listening to the conversation, bro. It had me thinking about like people that actually that talk to themselves, and like they have other people living in reality with them that we can't see. So it's like, man, bro, it's like, are we living in like a fucking dream world that it's like our own dream though? Like my dream is my dream, your dream is my dream, is your dreams, to where I can bring other entities within my dream that you won't be able to see, but they'll exist and they'll have a lot to do with, my reality and what I'm doing.
I can't call it book, man. It's too complicated, man.
I've dreamed of a whole 24 hours
It's
and 2 hours
complicated.
of sleep. Yeah. Yeah, they in the chat saying time don't exist. He said it's similar
Yeah.
to how you sleep for 8 hours and dream of 8 separate days, all in 8 hours of sleep. I've dreamed of a whole 24 hours in a 2 hour sleep. Yeah, that's
You know
every
what they
night now.
say, creme de la creme.
What's up with it,
Yeah,
Theo? Theo was in the building,
what's
y'all.
up, man?
Theo,
A
no.
dream is like a drum, a rhythm. I was in a dream for like a week last night. I had like 5 dreams in one night.
Yeah, that's what
So
that's every night now for me. Like many
like
dreams,
I
and
feel like Einstein is just like flying through the sky with Hoffman on a bicycle, giving you that tongue out, like told you, relativity.
man,
A
do
lot
you?
of people just discover the mystery. But I
Yeah,
never
you
did.
know about Sally though. You used to date her, Theo.
Me and Sally had a very brief. We dated a couple of times, and I said, you know what, baby, me and Mary are gonna hook back up because you're not definitely. I mean, I don't mean to bring up my ex Mary, but Sally, you're on some other shit.
He got
Issues.
grandkids with Sally.
Probably
I
some
do
great,
have a couple grand. It was only one date, but it was.
probably some great grandkids. I don't know. It'd be like when I hear the stories, like you know how you get so advanced in psychedelics. And I ain't gonna say advanced to the point to where the shit don't still kind of be scary. It makes me want to dive into Sally one day. It's like I have to take have a Sally experience. Goes on
You
a
know, the
super
weird thing about
Sally trip.
a dream is not just a place, but it's a
Cry.
state of being. It's correlated with not questioning if it is a dream.
He
And
said,
then once you get out of the dream, you're like, oh, that was a dream. But then you're like, why didn't I question it at the time? Because you're still in another
couple
dream.
goes on super
Um,
epic salvia trip. He said,
Jeez.
"Oh dang, wait, hold on. This was 13 years ago. Did we watch this one?
I
Oh
was on a
yeah,
big trip of
Yeah.
books.
How many did I
yeah.
send you? How many did I send you? I'll send you one or two.
You're talking.
You sent me
Are you
one.
talking about the guy from
Oh, okay.
Alaska
Okay,
on
hold on.
Christmas?
No, no. Remember the guy was trying to go out the window or some shit. They was geeking.
I used to
He
chill with
did
like
jump out
homies
the
back in the
window.
day who would hit that. They would hit that purple sticky salvia extract, and they'd be like sitting on a couch, but then the couch became a waterfall. It's a lot of times correlated with like you're falling into a bottomless pit or
Yeah,
the zipper, all that other
yeah.
archetypical
I'm about to.
imagery.
I guess we go. I guess we. I mean, we can watch this one again. Hey, do y'all recall this one? Do you remember this one? I think we watched this one a minute ago, where the female and the dude took the salvia on the couch, and they was geeking hella hard. Let me see. I'm gonna go 125. You remember this one, Ozo? Do y'all remember this one?
Nah.
I'm about to play it real fast, y'all, since somebody just told us to watch this. I mean, when you got experiences like this, you can throw them out. We can watch them. Dang, is you supposed to hit that much of it? Is that too much?
Man, that's when the kid jumps out the window, right?
Yeah.
That's wilding out. Full throttle.
Look, she
She
can't
got a
stop
free
moving.
check. No.
No one was harmed in this experience. What the?
Oh. Oh, he was close to being harmed. That's good that he was safe. I mean, that sounded like he landed right on the glass.
She has no sense of direction, or she can't even control her nothing right now. She's just all over the place. She's all over the place. I wonder what the hell he seen, because it was good at first, and then when it kicked in, yeah, he got spooked. He got spooked. It makes me want to try salvia, like at least one time, like just one time. Like I want to try it once just to see what it does. Let me see. They don't have no update on this video of them talking about why they don't have no update, like of saying what the hell he's seen. What did he see that made him just start geeking all the way out like that? Yeah, he fell out the window. They he said they fighting it. She was cool though, cause she didn't get up or anything. She was just, discombobulated. Her body was discombobulated. You feel me? I done been like that off shrooms before, to where I don't have no control over my bodily functions. You feel me? Like I done been like that like a few times, and you just like can't control yourself, and like it's like the mushrooms take complete control of your body. Theo just start playing.
Yeah.
You just start playing the guitar in the middle.
No, I
Why?
forgot. I'm not up. I forgot to
Hey,
mute, bro.
he said, "Why the window broke like that? Because the window became part of the experience." You just heard homegirl say, they say homegirl was paint on the wall for fucking 45 years. I'm like going, dang, it's wild, because with DMT, you get those kind of experiences to where it seemed like you be gone forever. Like at times, it seemed like you kind of came up with whole reality yourself within that experience. You see yourself creating this reality right here. Like, now that's an eye-opening experience. Yeah, that is crazy. What's up with it? Balance, energy, velvet wind.
It's like
That's what the other
certain
ones, but
realms, like in the micro, it's like interstellar. So much time. Sometimes you're in different time zones, or you're switching between time zones quickly.
play that other one, book.
All right, I'm
What I
going to
sent
it
you.
right now.
You heard?
Yeah, I got you. I'm going to it right now. 45 years. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. We all probably did it, and we just didn't realize that's what happened. That you was gone for all them years.
Now I definitely, had experiences that we was somewhere else. It felt like a different timeline, like here, somewhere else, different part of the world, shit like that.
Yeah.
Astral projection and all that stuff is, I guess that's what it is. But it seems like you go into another body that is also you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess we recycled or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, let me go to profile. Then go to save. This guy right here is going crazy with these videos, ain't he? Wait, let me share it real fast. Here's I'm never ready, but my bags is always packed just in case. Just in case.
Reality that feels endless? In 2017, a 22-year-old student sat in his apartment with friends. Curious about the thing that promised only a brief trip, they packed the pipe, set music low, and laughed as he prepared to inhale. But the moment he exhaled, his body went slack, his eyes glassy and fixed. To his friends, he looked frozen, but inside his mind, he opened his eyes in another world. He was a child again, in a house he'd never seen, with a family that felt achingly real. He grew up there, went to school, fell in love, married, and and even held his newborn son. The years rushed forward, he buried his father, grew old, and watched his grandchildren play. Every detail was sharp, the scent of rain, the warmth of firelight, the taste of food. Then, without warning, the sky cracked apart like glass, and a deafening roar consumed it all. He jolted awake on the floor, heart racing. Barely 6 minutes had passed, yet he begged to return to the life he'd lost. Even years later, he dreams of their faces, swearing he still hears them whispering his name from the dark. You know.
Hey, man, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's why I'll be like, bro, we live multiple
Mhm.
realities at one time, I think. I feel like in one lifetime, you live multiple realities, even though you can't see them all happening at the time
You
that they're
know, one
happening.
puff of
You live all of
Hey,
them.
well, it's not a coincidence that um, the people who have taken psychedelics can compare it to um, biological intelligence, like it's like the Ethernet. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
so, um, you know, basically, if this is if the fact of life, I mean, we're
What's
only
that?
plugged
Look
in
at
for a little
DMT.
while. You know what I mean? Like it's just a game.
Not my
Like
whole name,
you
my
know what I mean?
bad.
Like you look at the video games that you play. Look at the video games you play. Like when you cross from one side of town to another side of town in Grand Theft Auto, it gets light and dark out, and all type of stuff happens. The timeline
Yeah.
is different for us. We're only doing it. It's only taking us a few minutes, but in the game, it's like you took hours. Like it went by fast. Like it's like different stuff like that is similar to this reality and dreaming and taking psychedelics. It shows us that this is a simulation. This is why simulation theory runs so deep. You know what I mean? Especially in Silicon Valley where everybody messes with psychedelics. They know this is where the internet already emerged from reverse engineering psychedelics.
I think it's just I think it's I think we in every moment that we live in life, I think each moment create a new life of things that are going on that like we don't see, but it happens within us in some way. So each moment, like if you meet somebody new, like a person that might you might just have a conversation with them, but in your mind a lot of times you'll live out a lifetime with that person, or like different moments you'll live out a lifetime within certain moments depending on what's going on. And I think that's the same thing, like with like you take salvia, you live that lifetime out. Like this motherfucker had grandkids. He playing with his grandkids and shit. And then, what if? And that begs the question. I think Theo said this a long time ago. What if this is just a salvia trip? What if your whole life is nothing but a psychedelic experience? To where, boom, when you come
Yo,
out of this, you're going to be somewhere else being somebody else. And I feel like I be feeling like that, Ozo. I,
yo, what if you become like Toodles? Was that the dude's name from Peter Pan that he lost his marbles?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The Mad Hatter or somebody. Like, I be feeling
Yo,
like that. I be feeling like once this life is over, you just go into another life that created this life. And then that life was created from another life that was created from another life, and it kind of just goes on and on and on and on and on. So like life never really ends because it never really started.
yo, I told you this movie, right? You need to watch it. It has to do with this. It's called The Discovery.
The Discovery,
Yeah, the
the
movie,
Discovery movie. Oh, no, I ain't seen this one. With their own tragic
yeah,
past and the true nature of the afterlife. Damn.
the afterlife is another life. We die. Yo, they showed a girl who died drowning, or something happened to her, and she woke up blurry, like in another car, in the back seat of a car, looking out a window, watching trees go by, and then the conversation was happening around her friends and everything, and then she started remembering, and then she's in the car, she wakes up like, yo, I just had a weird dream that I died drowning.
What?
Yo.
What?
Hey, yo. Yeah.
So I just had the weird dream that I died drowning. Like,
Yeah. And then but in that reality was real to them, went and died, they committed suicide and drowned. And then when they woke up, like, oh man, I had a weird dream. That was crazy. And the download happens of their whole childhood, everything is up to date. new new game,
whoa.
yo. New load.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's wild, bro. That's hey.
Yeah, man. You could get put into any time of the life. You don't have to be a baby. You could be in the middle of your life.
Let's unmake the towers. This Lord. So okay. This is what I had came live because I was thinking about this Ozo and Theo is like, okay, after the psychedelic experiences, right? Of having the psychedelic experiences and all these adventures and all these movies and all these things you see, what then afterwards? Okay, what do we do now? Like, what's the next
Just
step in the story?
the
It's
blue
that
pill, the
mystery. I
red
think
pill, fool. The blue pill, the red pill.
yeah, something like that. Like once you see all the maps, it's like that's some real like blue pill shit. And then once you really just walk the path, it's like everything just disappears. It's just like
You s-
emptiness, bliss. Then it's just infinite. We'll remember it at the right time, everything.
Do
Left our memory.
no, I'm saying.
Everything
Oh,
stays.
so do you? Okay, because like in
I
a
think we
sense,
should like do that.
like I always think, okay, what? Okay, for one, what are we looking for? What are we trying to find? And then what do we do after we find it? Do you just like? Do you continue with
That's like saying,
life?
but that's like saying, like, if you're playing Grand Theft Auto, what do you do when you find something that you're looking for in the game? You just, oh well, let me go look for something else. Let me go. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, that's what it seems like. It's like, okay, now, okay, I seen that. Now let me go see this, and let me go
Yeah.
see this. So it's like, bro, it's kind of trippy because it's like, okay, like, are we creating it? Like, is that something that we're creating? Is we creating the thing that we finding as we're creating the thing that we're looking for? Because you already, whatever you're looking for, you already know the answer to usually.
Yo, what is reality if three people could be in the same room and everybody sees things different? Imagine 10 people. Imagine 100. Imagine 1,000. Imagine right now,
A
United
million.
States. United States.
There's another.
Everybody's doing different stuff. Like even in your own city, like yo, it's the reality. Like yo, fam, it don't. People won't believe it. Like you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like some people live a lifestyle that somebody else will be like, hell
You
no, that
try
ain't
to wake
possible, and they
others
live
up.
like that every day.
He said somebody said either try to wake others up or keep vibing, but nobody's sleep. That's what he just said right now. That's basically what he said. He said everybody is doing their own thing. Nobody's actually sleep. I think that's a
It's just God breathed.
I think that's something that we just created in order to make us seem like we was outside of what's going on. But
That's
oh
why this is why they give us school, right? They give us curriculum and school and news and all that stuff so that we can all be on the same page, so that we
yeah,
all believe the same thing, so that we
yeah.
all see the same thing. Because if you come with something that we don't believe, nobody sees it. Only the motherfucker who's weird will be like, "Yo, y'all see this?" And everybody's like, "Nah, we don't believe in that."
He said
I think it's just
somebody,
like it's the duty of our body and mind, like our
that's a good one,
accumulations and
King.
accumulating to be like in our lifetime to give that back as basically Parliament Funkadelic. Like we can all learn instruments and make all just while we're burning up the last of this oil in the lamp and just make some factory art together. Journey is the destination.
Hey,
Learn.
King had a good one. He said, I don't get why y'all know the truth, but don't say it straight up. Because I'm gonna tell you why I don't say the truth straight up. Because it sounds way out. It's so far out that it's not far out. It's so easy to understand, but when you speak it, it's too simple.
Yeah.
It's too simple.
And And I feel like it causes an argument, like it causes a disturbance in the network for some reason.
Exactly.
Some,
It's an anomaly.
oh, what is that? You get the word up,
So, so it's better just to play out the movies. It's better just to play out the movies.
Like when we say we all know the truth, we're pointing at that what we call an ultimate in our experience. Since we're all pointing at it, it's something inside ourselves. You can't really say it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't really help or hurt, really.
Well, yeah, not
No,
not anything because if you notice the truth is subjective, but the truth is a thing that okay, my truth. It's probably only so many people out there that understand my truth. That once I give it, they'll understand it. Now, with every other truth that is out there, like Christianity, you feel me? It's so many people that understand it that will get it, and because that's Christianity's truth, along with any other truth that is out there. So as you're going and you're seeing this truth and you understanding this truth, bro, everybody's not gonna get that shit. It's just not.
But isn't truth based on a few things like something like I guess some of us base it on some different stuff. Some people think that truth is belief. Like you feel me? Like I don't know. I think some people like the truth is like something you could knock on this wood. You could smell it. You could try to bend it, break it. Like this is a piece. This is reality. This is real. Like something that's tangible. Like you feel me? So
Yeah.
the crazy part is that um what is it really though? Because even if you think it's tangible, right? Like something that you can knock on, this is wood. You could drill into it. You could shave it up. You could tell everyone this is wood, but we might not all agree on what we're looking at because some people are colorblind. Some people have no sense of smell. Like some of us see things. Some people could see auras. Like you feel me? Like so, it's like if you're a person who could see auras or see ghosts, and then someone else don't, you can't even point that out. Like how you know what I mean? And then if you take psychedelics and it somehow makes you able to see ghosts, you try to point that out to someone, they're just gonna laugh. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
someone who could feel that, if you're on psychedelics and they could feel that stuff, you'll be like, yo, there's someone standing over there. Their hair and everything
What's
will
up with
stand
it,
up on
Romy?
their body, yo, because they'll feel it. Like, because they have the you know what I mean? Like they'll be like, yo, he ain't lying. Like even though he's tripping, I feel what he's talking about. Like you feel me? Like so
Yo,
reality is vast. Like it could be quickly. Our reality could be like majority rules,
yo,
bro. Like if mad people disagree with you, then your truth is trash.
it's a lie. It can never be understood or something.
Yeah,
Hey,
hey.
but hey,
What's up with
I
it?
I want y'all to get like a understanding what I be trying to say and shit. That's like what I want y'all to know.
Yeah, that's
And what
it.
it is, what it is like when I did DMT and shrooms, it showed me like way different from what y'all say and shit. Like what y'all say is like some shit that we had like someone that does the shit like psychedelics, they can't see like what's behind them or something like or like what's behind the conscience. And what I'm saying is like it's crazy how like when I would do that shit, like it would like make me feel like only y'all would know that shit and shit. But like it really wouldn't be that much of like something because I don't know, cause I don't know how to explain it, but it's like some shit where it's like that shit, like if being someone else, like what I'm trying to say is like someone seeing through your eyes and someone like being you and shit, like a whole nother human, or if you can say human or whatever. But I don't know, like that shit kind of like seem like that's it to me for some reason.
Yo,
And
you know that psychedelics, like specifically mushrooms, are clinical. It's like you could clinical doses. So if the gram don't affect someone, if 2 grams don't affect someone, if 3 grams don't affect someone, for sure 5 to 7 grams will affect anyone. You feel me? And if you
yeah,
keep going, and it's gonna be like something you may have never experienced
Comes
before,
from that.
but if you
Yeah.
take the dive and you go to Peru and you drink the cup of goo that they give you of ayahuasca is like the similar of taking 10 grams of mushrooms. And if you was to
yeah,
take that, you would have experiences that are similar to things that you know what I mean because we can't escape it. I guess I don't think any human can escape the effect of astral projection or out of body experience that it shows us something that has to do with even our past, like things that we've seen like on the wall, like Egyptian stuff or things that I don't know how they creep into into our thoughts. You know what I mean? And you're right though, like everybody's different, and I don't understand. Like some of the things I've seen on trips have nothing to do with anything I learned in school or I've seen anywhere or movies I watched or none of that. It just
Yeah.
made me go gravitate towards that stuff after I took the shrooms because it
Oh
was like,
yeah.
wow, like I've seen something like this. So it's like, if this didn't come from me, then where's it coming from? And if it didn't come, like, where did they get it from to make the movie? Where did they see it from? And a lot of these things, you go
Yeah.
stretch it back, and they come from psychedelics still. Like
Yeah,
some of the
still.
Yeah.
movies, some of the books,
I don't
like it's
know.
like religion, all of it.
Yeah, I don't know. When I would trip, like, it would make me feel like something that I can't even like say or anything. Like, and what it is something like humans need to know or something. Like, all this shit that's going on, like all the killing and all that shit. Like, there's some shit that like can like, I don't know, give you a better perspective on how to see life, I guess, or some shit. But I don't know. I kind of
Like,
got off topic on some
yeah,
shit,
it's
but
no, you no, you cool. We always do that. But the
yeah,
thing about it is, that's when you go further, because you got to
yeah,
understand, bro. When you creating your understanding, like this is something that we're creating on our own. Even though we're getting it from
yeah.
somewhere else, we're creating it on our own. So when you go
Mhm.
further and you see
Yeah,
the killing and you see the different things like that, you'll see yourself on both sides of the table. You'll see yourself
yeah,
being the killer and the one being killed at the same time.
yeah. I don't know. What I think that shit is, I think it's like some reincarnation shit. I think that's where reincarnation comes from. Like that's what they get the ideas of that shit and shit. And I don't know. I don't know how I say it, but it's like I guess we're kind of all like the same person or something.
Yeah, I think I
That's what.
like and like I never like it's man, I never wanted to even accept that. I think that's what,
Yeah,
made me go like a lot
Yeah,
further on my
it
experiences.
could be. Yo, listen. You know how they show. You know what a prison, not a prism, a prison. What is it called? A prism. Yeah, the it reflects light and it diffracts it into like several places and it makes rainbows and all that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So this thing, they say they used it for an experiment to prove you can't bend light. So laser is one of the straightest beams of light that they could be. So they point the laser beam at a prism, and the prism reflects the beam in several places at the same time. So that means that one beam doesn't bend, but it's in 8 places at the same time in different shades of the original color and stuff like
That's
that. And it's all the same. And every time you move it, it
That's
moves.
deep,
Everything you do,
Jonathan.
it does. It's all the same thing happening at the same time. So this is what I'm saying. Like, if there are multiple realities, the child you will not agree that the you who are now is the same thing. Like, that's not me. I don't know who
Yeah,
that is,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's us.
But it's
Hey,
us.
can I tell y'all something?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So when I did like DMT, it was crazy because like it felt like I was seeing like myself in a different room, like so like my bedroom, but like a better one. It was weird.
Yeah, that
I don't
was
even know what that shit was.
Futuristic,
I was like, what
better
the
or
fuck? Cause like
futuristic?
I was tripping because like you're in this reality, but then like when I did that shit, it was like showing me that reality. It was some other shit, bro. And that's why I be like confused on shit sometimes.
yeah.
Cause like, how's that even possible or some
That's
shit
what
like
that's
that?
what that's what Ozo was saying about taking a high dose of mushrooms. Like if you take a
Oh
high
yeah.
dose of mushrooms, you'll see the same thing, but it'll last longer. Like I was like in
Mm.
that place so many times to where I'm looking outside. Outside is totally different, looks different, and the inside looks different. And even me, I was like a whole nother alien type entity to where I was
Oh.
that entity walking around in this reality. That's why I said I'll be like, man, it's different layers to this shit. It's so many different
Hmm.
layers layered over just the thing that you are right now, and we don't
Oh
see
yeah.
all of them because we're busy perceiving this one that we was taught to foresee. And it's crazy. That's the wild thing, right? Once you get into foreseeing this thing that you already see, it's hard to get out of that. It's hard to step outside of what you're already seeing because all you were trained to do was create this right here. So if
Yeah,
you're
Yeah.
trying to create this, no matter, remember, Ozo, we talked about it. Remember when Neo went in the room with the one dude with all the TVs?
yeah, yeah,
Every
yeah,
Neo thought he was the one, But
Yeah.
Neo was just another part of the same program. He was
Hmm.
created for the program. Everything that anybody did within that program was a part of the program. Nothing was outside of it. So when they thought they was making Zion, that was a part of the program for the ones who thought they were woke, but they weren't.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, how is it? Like he said too, I went into a bathroom, and every bathroom that I've ever been in was in that bathroom. And I don't know if it's because every bathroom I've ever been in, the tile, the wall, the crack in the wall, something was there in another house that I've been in, and it was all in this one bathroom. Like it's an infinite, like just, and I could touch the wall and look at it and scrutinize it, and to say, I never noticed this before. Like this, I've been like this bathroom. It was like every person's bathroom I've ever been to before was in this bathroom.
Yeah.
So it's like, how can I explain that space? How can I be in one place that's in many places at the same time? This was like mind blowing to me. You know what I mean? And then when the trip went away, that was gone. None of that was existed again. It wasn't the same. But when I was in there, I could see all the patterns from every bathroom ever, all the tile, all the different everything that I've ever seen in in a bathroom before. Like that's crazy. Like there's a whole path of things that like Neo went through, where the Matrix was showing him the TVs, and like you said, and I remember seeing mirrors, and I was doing different stuff in all the mirrors, and I
Yeah.
was like, this is not how is this
Yeah.
possible?
Yeah, you that's the thing. I don't get it. Cause like I did that coming out the backyard into the house, and it was like 10 of me. It was 5 of me in front of me and 5 of me in back of me. They all was walking in the same footsteps, but each one was doing something different, saying something different, hands moving different, but I could see them all at one time. And it
Hmm.
was like, is
Kind
this
of like
just the
kind of like when
infinite
you told Speedster, right?
possibilities?
You've seen the Speedster before, like Flash, like when he's moving around and he's doing mad stuff, and they show him in blur doing everything at the same
Yeah.
time, and like you feel me, like something like that, or like when that movie with the
Well, I
pill
never
that
seen it.
you know what I mean, that the dude was doing a whole bunch of
It's a
stuff, and you
trip.
see a
I'm gonna check
blur
it out.
vision of yourself doing everything, and it's all happening at the same time. Like you could pause at any moment, and you're still doing something. Like that's I don't know if that's kind of psychosis. You know what I mean? Part of it that
Yeah.
you're seeing everything happening at the same time. But I don't know if they're just giving us explanations that sidetracked us from the reality of the shamanism of it, the you know what I mean? The more mystical part of it, that's more natural. They remove that from us by giving us words that that define something and change and take the power away from it. You understand?
Yeah. You know what I also think?
Nonetheless,
I think in order for you to experience life as the entity that you are now, you have to disconnect from yourself that is the infinite. In order to
wait,
have go
can I
ahead.
ask like how would you even do that, or like how can you like actually do that or not? Or I don't know how to say it, but like what do you like? How do you do that actually?
Do what?
Like disconnect from like what you were saying.
Yeah, you being the person that you are. That's what you did when you came into life. This is your disconnected
Uh,
from it's like your disconnection from the infinite you. Cause it like the infinite you seeing
oh,
this thing going at it already knows what it is. But in order to
oh yeah.
have that separate experience from being the infinite you, you have to be disconnected from that infinity part of you. Cause that infinity part of you, it lives all the time. It lives forever. It's already everything. It's being everything. But to have the experience that you're having right now as you and sin, like each time somebody is born into this world, it's a new world. It's a new world every time. It don't matter what you are, a bug, a animal, a raindrop. It's a new world every time. You're recreated in this thing. It becomes new, and then you get the experience all over again as something different, thinking that it's new to you, but really it's not. It's not.
Oh yeah.
And I think
True.
I think that's the weird part because, like, as you diving in on psychedelics, you begin to see the full spectrum of everything happening. You see everything happening in its own individual like way, and it's like fucking weird as shit, bro. It's
It's
weird.
funny because when I would get to that type of state, like I would not want to go there again. I would be like saying like this is too much, bro. Like I don't know. Like that's kind of why I don't like to trip a lot because it's kind of too much for me. It's like everything all at once, and then you don't even know what to do. Some shit like that.
Have you tried it with music?
What was that?
Have you tried it with music while using music?
Oh yeah, I would do that all the time at first when I would first like trip off the Sid.
But it's still too much for you with music?
No, I think it was too much for me once I like did the shrooms and just like laid in my room in the darkness because I was like seeing like what life was and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
some
mean,
shit like that.
it can be too much without music, but with music, it's kind of like you have an anchor to reality somewhat. Like you can still
Yeah,
shatter your whole reality and kill your entire ego, but you
Sounds
still
like
got,
those on two
Isley
different
Brothers, whoever
timelines.
there,
That's true. Like
like a
somehow you
bookmark for
were
the trip, for
able
the
to see
experience.
past
oh
the
yeah.
veil and see them
So
all.
that would be my suggestion is if it
Oh
ever feels
yeah,
like it's too much, try it with like a playlist that brings you some
D
sort of
Wiggles.
comfort in the end.
Oh true.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you at times you need something to occupy that your mind that's already speaking and already trying to answer what you're seeing. It's trying to question what you're
Yeah.
seeing. So like when you play certain music or you play certain things, it kind of occupies that aspect of yourself because
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
you getting to the point of to where your quest like you start to name what you're seeing, and I hate to do that, bro. I hate to try to sit there and try to think I know what I'm seeing when I'm seeing these things, because in reality you really it's a part of you that do know, but the part that's here is gonna say it in the way that you were taught to say it, like spirits and all these other different things. It's just gonna bring that thing to reality. When it's like, man, the shit is like damn near like unknown. It's like
Yeah.
it's really no answer to it. It like as it's happening, bro. It's like it'd be crazy as hell. And then you come back and you try to explain it, and it's like I think when you come back, piano key, that be the hardest time trying to explain it is when you off of it and it's gone, because you still gonna use the concepts that are here to explain what you were seeing over there and trying to
Mhm.
bring that reality into this reality, when it's like it's separate but it's the same, but it's still separate in its own thing. But somebody said Brahma. Yeah, everything is Brahma, huh?
Piano, Pete the General. I still got that.
Let me peep that, peep that. General,
Uh,
gotta scroll all the way down. Oh, that's what's up, yo.
Man, it better not
mhm,
be.
Big boy, the big
mhm.
boys.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna hop off, y'all. It was good talking to y'all though.
All right, yeah, thanks for
Man.
stopping by, bro.
Our pleasure, yo.
He
Yeah.
said,
Yeah, man.
We'll connect next time.
he
And
said,
you
I
guys
still.
talk about how.
Go ahead, go ahead, piano key. That's funny. He
Good
said,
time.
I still
I
got
was
that.
talking about how it feels like the big
Mhm.
boys, big clouds. But
Yeah.
yo, I was talking about how it can take 1,000 years. I never really messed with sativa or nothing, but I did, floats.
The float spa. Dang, you kind of going in and out. What the heck is going in and out, piano key? I hope it ain't my internet tripping.
Yeah, he was going out for me too. But I'm probably going in and out because my internet's tripping.
No, yours is
Going on.
cool. Yours is cool, Theo.
And it's a good day here at Fractal Ranch. I like all of a sudden I couldn't use my phone in my house anymore. True, like I can't even make calls.
Oh
So
dang, what
it's
happened?
I don't know the tower, you know, the tower on or whatever from Lord of the Rings.
Hey, hey, a lot of people be talking about
Doesn't
kratom.
like this area.
A lot of people be
Uh,
talking about kratom, bro. I never tried kratom either.
Tried it.
I think I didn't try it because I
Yeah,
was hearing about a lot of people that kind of got addicted on it.
I just heard that they was catching diseases from it.
What? Catching
They was-
diseases?
Yeah, they was getting
Yeah, not everybody can resonate.
they was getting something what's it called Theo knows. What was it, Theo? What was they getting from that? There was it was they was getting something from it. You know that when jaundice and something else.
all that
Carry
Yeah,
jaundice and carry
Elijah.
something else.
Look,
People.
everybody out there need to know when you see that Discord in the chat, that means Discord is open to everyone. It's not, especially if you on the same conversation, even if you got something to share, Discord is open to everybody. That's just the way this channel works. This is not my channel, this is our channel. So Discord is always open to everybody. So all you gotta do is just click the link and you can pop right in and jump into the conversation. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to cut y'all off. But hopefully, we can start doing this more often. I can get back on track. Yeah, no, people be asking, is the
He's gonna play
Discord
around.
open? What'd you say,
He's gonna
Elzo?
play around. He's gonna play around with that salvia and have a whole nother fam.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Wake up, calling your girl a whole different name and shit, huh? Calling out kids
oh,
that ain't even in the house.
Yeah,
I
don't
might,
do
there's
that.
people with
I might.
That's crazy though, right? Imagine that to
it's
go
crazy. You
have another life with another wife. She till she grows old. Have your kids grow old. Have grandkids come back, and your kids are still the same age they are now.
Yeah, yeah, and then you be telling your girl, yeah, she was better than you.
Yo, and then
she,
it'll be a Rick and Morty because then when you die, it'll be a whole nother one again, and they'll be like, "How was that human experience?"
man. Yeah, that's that. I don't know. I got man. I'm about to have to find me some. I'm gonna have to just try it. I ain't gonna do like
What
them.
is
Them motherfuckers be
what is
hitting that shit too hard.
this is the weird thing, right? Like being we talk about all kind of stuff, right? But we also talk about real stuff. So
Yeah,
how is right that scientists, or whoever they are, have tried to take the body, dissect it, and try to find where your mind, where your memories, where you store your thoughts and your memories and your childhood and all this stuff. They couldn't find this stuff. Now, taking it further, a caterpillar lives his whole life, and when he goes into the cocoon, he releases these enzymes in the cocoon that dissolve his whole body into liquid. And even though he gets dissolved into liquid form and then reconstructs as a butterfly, he retains his memories of when he was a caterpillar and all the stuff that he did when he was a caterpillar, of the food that he eats and where, like, you feel me? Like, that's bananas. What is it? What is the possibility of life? Like, you feel me?
yeah. That remind me of the other video. Remember the other video that you sent me about the guy that was taking 5 grams a month. You feel me? In order, what was he trying to do? Trying to like make life last longer or something?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the guy, he's seeking a way to
Huh?
extend life and to try to prove
Oh,
that we could live a longer life than they're saying that we can live. And that once he found out that the research on psychedelic mushrooms, psilocybin mushrooms, they could increase your lifespan by 50%, he jumped on them and he started to go in and start. Now he's gonna start taking 5 grams um, per month to see, and he's going to mark down all the bodily functions that whatever it does to him, he's going to chemically um, scale everything that's happening to his body and everything to see what's going on.
yeah, which is wild. Which is wild because we've been already doing that for so long.
Yeah,
It's like,
But it does something to
turn around, the ozone layer to be 160, Theo be 190 and shit. That shit would be crazy. Like, what
yo,
was
fucking
your,
brother.
what happened? It's like, bro, yeah, I have been taking psychedelics for this amount of time and shit. This is what happened. Like, just
Bro,
outlive everybody.
one of the things that's true, right? You could compare it to psychedelics makes your mind like a child. You know what I mean? Like for the time that you're in there, the like not like dumbs you down, but it makes you wonder. Like it makes you like wonder if what's reality. Makes you
Hey,
question.
man, it's policy.
Makes you. You feel me?
Yeah.
It gives you, it doesn't make you rigid in your way of thinking or stiff. And then when you talk to people, you see them, you see the indoctrination, and you see the the
What's
training
up?
that they've had, that they've been made. They keep going down the way they describe psychedelics is, if you're going down a hill, you live on top of a hill on a mountain, and you go and you make a path, that you take this path going down every day, you take the same path. And now, as years go by, you know what I mean. You have no choice. Like if it snows, you take a certain path, and then you keep taking that path until you dig a ditch, and then when the snow goes away, even though the snow went away, you'll still take the same path just because it was the route that you're used to taking. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
psychedelics, what it does to your mind is it makes a snowstorm so big in your mind that now you can't find the path that you used to take to get to where you used to go. So you have to make a new path. So it goes and it takes your mind and rewires the way you think. If you're stuck in your ways of thinking, it makes you find a new way to think. To all think this little rut that you're stuck in. The record skips. You know what I mean? And it makes a new track. It picks
But
up the needle and puts it back down on a new spot.
hey, it's wild because I think that's a big part of it, because then you start to actually see how everybody is programmed. Like,
Yes.
and that's fucking scary, because then you, like, when you step outside of the program, you become abnormal. You become like an anomaly to reality. And people can't understand why the program doesn't look to be something good to you anymore. Like, that's the weird part. So it's like you are like, now you live in life just playing along with the programs, because everybody is programmed to be a certain way depending on what they're following and their understanding. They're following that program, and it's hard for them to get out of that program. But when you talk outside of that program, man, it fucks up the reality.
Hmm.
It
This is why
like
they make movies that like the Neo in the Matrix, that we could dismiss it and say, "Oh yeah, we could make an analogy." Like it's the same thing when Neo wakes up and he's pulling the wires off, wiping the slime off,
that's
and he's
dope,
looking around like,
Elijah.
"Oh shit, we're batteries. We're all batteries." So if you have this analogy, now people could just brush it off like, "Oh yeah, that's the movie. Yeah, that's not reality. We're not really in the Matrix, but we are."
Yeah, but we are, and it's crazy because, bro, it's like it's all an act. Like every aspect of it is like another act. And it's like, you're going out looking for the ones that's doing the same act that you're doing. And when you see others that are not doing that act, yeah, we start to call them like NPCs, and we call them different things. But like I said, to me, it seemed like life is looking at life in every which way. It's observing it, it's being it, and it's doing it in every which way possible.
Yo, that some dude randomly just got in the car, drove, boom, and just ran to a random state in the United States and just get out the car and went up to the spot. And when he went into the store, the gas station, everything was weird. Like it just got downloaded. Like the whole town was just loaded just for him because he went there randomly. And when he went in there, the guy was confused at the register and told him, "Oh, my bad, it's my first day. I'm a little confused." Then he went somewhere else. He got that same response in the restaurant, that same response in the hotel, that same response everywhere. And went, "Sorry, it's my first day. I'm a little confused." Everybody was like fresh rendered.
Hell no, bro.
Yo,
I would have been geeking. I can't, I can't,
yo,
I can't do this. Hey,
yeah,
after a while, that's what you would have been saying. Oh, you must be new.
yep, yep. Let me guess. You just knew. Yeah, how'd you guess?
How'd you
Yep.
guess? Everybody else in
Yep.
this place is.
Yep. Everything was empty. Everything was gone. There was only him and the patron, whoever was there at the restaurant, whatever the place. They went in and they always got the same excuse.
Have you after certain experiences that you had, Ozo, was it something like close to that to where you went into certain
Yeah.
places and
Trash. Yeah, what happened?
Pale Horseman said he seen that. He seen that. Pale Horse Rider said he seen that. I guess he said somebody got to find it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember where that was, also?
Nah, man.
Oh my goodness,
But
bro.
yeah, man. That's just reality is something else, man. The dude, I don't remember where I seen that, but the dude, but you know, it made me think of things that similar to that I've been in situations that, you know, we got to brush it off because it's not you're nuts, bro. Like you feel me? Like you feel like first person type stuff happens to you. Like I mean, like main character shit happens to you. Like you feel me? Like what, man? Like why did I notice that? Why do I look up and see the guy in the 15th floor looking down at me and we can make eyeball contact? Like, why are
Yeah,
you looking down?
yeah, yeah. Like I get that like a lot of times in a lot
Yeah,
of different
all the time.
cases, and it's like
Yes, sir.
what is there that's making us even pay
That's
attention
another
and see
answer
each
to
other.
that question.
What?
Mhm.
She said that's
Like I
another
said, why
answer.
don't you guys know? It's like sometimes they eat their like wink to death. It's like,
Oh,
it's
good looking poor pale horse rider. Thank you. Hey, yeah.
Talking in main character mode and
Mhm.
it's a personal Easter egg where you're just like, I didn't share this or articulate it without sure, but I see.
I think that's the that's another fundamental that's kind of spook to me though, Ozo, is when you out there in the world and you can tell which ones took psychedelics and which ones didn't. Like you can literally tell who took psychedelics and who didn't, and then
Yeah.
you'll be talking to them about all these other things, and then when psychedelics come into play, they world just light up. Like, oh, you did that too? Oh, like they world light up, and it becomes a whole different conversation.
They stop pretending.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. They literally stop pretending. I think that's another crazy part. And then you start getting all the stories of their experiences, and I just be like, wow, bro. Especially like I was talking to this to this one guy at work, and he told me he said the 70s. He said, oh, the 70s. He said, man, if you remember the 70s, you wasn't there. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? He like, man, that we was doing so much. We was high all the time. Cause he was saying like when he was 10, he was like telling me that when he was 10, all he did was hung around the people that came back from the Vietnam War. So it's like all they were doing was getting high and drunk. Like they were off psychedelics, they was like all off all types of stuff. So he was like, if you could remember what happened, you really wasn't there. And I'm like, man, I ain't never heard it that way. I said, but it makes sense, especially if you was diving in like all the time. If you just stay high all the time, it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, but no, I'm to that point to where I be tripping off the fact that I can remember all my psychedelic experiences. That's the scary
Yeah.
part.
No. Nah, they're more than it's not like dreams. It's like you like you feel me? The dreams you forget. The psychedelics, nah, that's an experience.
Jiggy shit. He said, you only got to take the new path and idea only when you get that jiggy shit. If you program to do what's right for right and not right fight not right for you, then you should not be induced by the external forces to go against objectivity. That man, but I'm telling you, bro. I don't believe in right and wrong no more. Like I don't. It's like both of them are there to complement each other. You feel me? Because if it wasn't no wrong, how could you know what was right? And if it wasn't no right, how could you know what was wrong? Like it'll be impossible to know. Everything would just be this one thing that it's already been. I think.
Oh,
What'd you say?
yo, you know, book that Wild Man Ninja's trying to sneak into the chat, and he's the one who went and got the IV done at that spot.
You gonna just try to creep in here like that, Wild Man Ninja,
He's
and be
gonna try
on
to
mute?
sneak in here to stay in mute with his eyeballs big. When he's
Hey.
talking like mortals and shit, we over here not none comprehending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
Uh,
I have a phone call in 20 minutes here, but I can tell you guys a little bit about it real quick if you want.
You know we won't.
Okay, cool.
What's up,
So
Just Ty?
yeah, I went to Colorado. I found this place on Instagram called the Dream Minds Lab. Dream Mind Labs. They're they're part of the.
Dang, don't stop.
Hey, they both they both have like nursing background skills and psychedelic backgrounds. Kevin especially, he's a real good chemist. He knows how to make his own DMT. DMT gets it tested there in Colorado. Colorado's like a super psychedelic place. These people are going off. The whole psychedelic community. It's huge over there. Uh, and there was this one guy. His name's Daniel Mc, was doing uh, the DMTX program and getting things all set up to do it. And he has he has mainly a psychedelic like therapy training school kind of thing. Like you can go there and become like a trained facilitator.
Yeah.
And Kevin did his program and was the first guy ever get his to do their DMTX to do their DMTX, and he's done it 6 times.
Dang.
So Kevin has all this experience and decided to create his own thing. So he created the Dream Mind Labs, and I just found them on Instagram like a couple months ago, and I heard like they were doing it, and I'm like, well, sign me up, please. I'd love to do it. And they sent me an application, filled it out, and then he called me the next day and was like, yeah, if you want, come to Colorado, and we can do it. And I'm like, dude, really? Like I thought it was gonna be like or we're
Yeah, you kind of going
expensive
in
or
and out.
something, but oh darn. Yeah, I'm up on the mountain, so I don't know how good my reception is.
All right, you cool. You cool right there. You good right there. The sweet spot.
Trying to find a spot here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I flew out to Colorado. I met with Kevin and Haley, and they interviewed me, and we talked about the experience, and we went for a long walk, just talking. And then the next day, it was go time. So it was like 10 in the morning. I got all hooked up with the IV, and there's a room all set up, like set and setting. They have this really awesome space for it. It's like a futon on the floor. They have the machine on the right, and they have like psychedelic artwork all over the wall and some altars to play, and then basically he showed me the DMT, this like vial. He infuses it in this liquid, makes it into the liquid form, and connects it to the machine, and then it connects to my arm. And then he's basically telling me like he can control the intensity and the dosage of the experience at whatever rate I want.
Wow.
So I'm just like, sweet. I decided that I was gonna try to do a little bit more of an intense journey at first, and then if like we'll see how that goes, and then I can dial it down from there. And so when we did a little prayer. We prayed to the four directions. We did a little like just a little breath work ceremony, just like basic inhale for 2 seconds, exhale for 2 seconds, and just getting my body and mind settled and relaxed and ready. And then they were just basically like, yeah, when you're ready, you say go, and I'll click the button, and the machine will start.
Yeah.
So I took a minute, collected myself, and completely relaxed. Took a big breath in and just exhaled and said go.
Wow.
And it took like a minute or two before it kicked in. So I'm just sitting there laying back with I had the mindful mask on, and I'm waiting for any visuals to kick in, and nothing right away. But then all of a sudden, body load hits me. I feel the DMT, like I felt like a little heaviness, a little temperature change, a little kick in my heart rate, and
Dang, you went out.
oh crap. Well, the visuals started hitting me, and I started seeing a machine above me, and it was made of like light neon red neon lights, and it looked like a machine that started scanning me. It was like it was over me and then circling to the left, and it was like hovering and scanning and taking in me, like checking me out.
Dang.
And hieroglyphics that looked just like Egyptian hieroglyphics,
Yeah.
and they were just streaming in everywhere, just all these weird symbols. And then I started getting really uncomfortable. Like I was like, oh my god, this is intense. Like I couldn't believe how intense it was. And I was like kind of just I was like just in a fearful, scared state for a good 10 minutes. And I tried to just breathe and breathe and relax and relax. And then I just hit this wall of like I can't do this anymore. And I was like telling myself, but I don't want to tap out because it's like it's only been 10, 15 minutes. So at like minute 20, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to tap out, but I got to ask you guys to turn it down a little bit. And they were like, cool, no problem. So they turned down the notches a little bit, and the visual started fading away a little bit, and the DMT's grip started letting go of me a little bit, and I was just like, oh, thank God, because it was really maxing me out.
Dang.
Yeah, it was the most intense trip like I've ever had, where it was just really confronting my boundaries of what I could take. Like I didn't know that I was gonna hit this boundary level where I was really gonna just go for it, but I couldn't handle it. I just was like, I can't do any more than that. And I was like, kind of apologizing, like, like I just need to turn it down. Sorry, but I had to. And
Dude.
and I could start hearing the music they were playing, and it was really started helping me chill out and guiding the visuals. And the visuals started morphing into like these eyeballs, like you'd see Alex Gray paintings,
Yeah.
and eyeballs. And then I was like, well, I came here to do a couple things, and I'd like to get started on trying it. Number one, I wanted to take the mask off and see what the world looked like with my eyes open. So I took the mask off, and then I started looking around the room, and I looked at my friend was there filming with my camera, taking video, and there was another cameraman there taking video, professional video for this team that they're working with to do a project with Danny Goler, the laser experiment.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around and looking at everybody, and I look at my friend Michael, his face, and he looks like a fucking blue guy from Avatar.
Dang.
He like had the face. He had the face paint, like it was blue face paint, and he looked like Doctor Strange from X-Men or whatever, or what do you call it, the Marvel universe or something. He straight up looked like Doctor Strange, but like in Avatar character with blue makeup all over his face. And then I looked at Kevin, and he had the same markings all over his face. And I was just like, whoa, well, that's interesting. And then I was like, let me see what I look like. So I got my phone from my buddy, and I started like trying to take a selfie, and took a little video of myself, just looking at myself, like, whoa, okay. And I just was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. And they were like, I can't believe you're doing this. They're like, you're still conscious? I'm like, yeah, I'm talking. I can work my phone. I'm doing it. And they're like, that's amazing. You're doing great. Doing amazing. So but then I had to like, okay, I can't do my phone. And like, so I handed it back to my friend. And then I give this Danny Goler DMT laser experiment a shot. And so they set up a laser next to me, and I'm trying to look at the code, like trying to look into the laser. And so what I start seeing is this space within the laser, and it's got like this. It looks like I'm looking into a room, like through the laser, and and there's like a 3-dimensional space within the laser that looks like I'm looking into some alternate dimensional room. And the laser they had a green one and a red one, and I'm looking at the green laser, and in the room it's like holding steady. It's like not a move. It wasn't like a hallucination. It was like a steady space that was holding its presence, and it wasn't like I could look up and move my head around, but the room wasn't moving. It was stationary. And then the room had this wallpaper look to it that was all these weird little squiggly lines that looked like my fingerprint.
Dang.
And I was like, is that the code? What am I looking at here? And they were like, yeah, it's kind of like looking through a microscope. And that's what it looked. Looked like I was looking through a microscope with these little tiny, like when you're looking in you have those floater eyeballs, those little amoeba guys. They were just like these little squiggly lines everywhere. And I could have swore they were kind of moving just a little bit, just a little warping right into the left, but they were there. And it's almost like one of those maps that you use for elevation, and just has like these circular lines that go around, and the distance between the lines like show elevation, and a topographical map. And the walls just was covered with this like grid looking lines that were like fingerprints and little tiny characters of squigglies.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, well, okay. And then I tried to like unfocus my eyes and refocus my eyes, like I'm looking at one of those children's books that like you're trying to the image to pop out, like in the 3-dimensional kind of, it pops out.
Yeah.
And I thought I was doing it right, but I'm not. It was really hard. The DMT kept calling me back, and I'm like, hold on, let me hold on, DMT, like whoa, like there was these waves of intensity hitting me, and I'm like trying to look at this laser, like trying to find this code. And then so something popped out for a little bit that looked like those little magic eye books. And it also looked like Alison Gray picture paintings where this like a hieroglyph pops out, and it looked like Hebrew characters.
Oh, dang.
And just like, yeah, it's weird, like Sanskrit, like an Om symbol, like the way it kind of swishes and flicks like a Om symbol.
Yeah.
I'm kind of seeing something like that. And it was popping out in the magical eye book type way, but it was really hard to maintain. And so I had to like give up on that for a minute, because the DMT's like, hold on, calling me back. And I had to close my eyes, and just having hit this another wave of these eyeballs everywhere. And then the music was changing, and it was causing the visuals to just go crazy and dance around, and it was getting way intense again. And I had to ask them to like, whoa, kill the music, stop the music, it's too much.
Yeah.
And then the DMT started like talking through me, and it was telling me, honor the silence, like put down, like focus. It's like, focus on me, not the laser. And so the DMT was calling me back, and I had to just sit there in the silence with my eyes closed, watching the visuals again. And these crazy eyeballs were everywhere, and it was kind of like the biblically accurate angels, the seraphims with the wings everywhere, and they're made of eyeballs. And then on the all-seeing eye right in the middle, like the dollar bill, the triangle with the pyramid on top with the eyeball, and that was right in the middle. and then there was like thousands of them everywhere around it. And it's like the book of Enoch, the wheel within a wheel of eyeballs, and it was just this wild visual. And I really thought I was approaching like the gates of God or something. Like I was approaching heaven, and the angels were surrounding it, and I was starting to just I started crying and weeping, saying, "Wow, I'm in the presence of the sacred right now."
Yeah.
And I was like telling the angels like, "That's far enough for me. Thank you. I see what's beyond this. I can't handle it." And I had to like pray and just say thank you, but this is as far as I can take. I can't go any closer to God than this. This is too close. It was so intense, and the eyeballs were just like watching me and looking at me, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna just chill right outside the gates here for a minute, and just I'm looking right at you, and I see you looking at me, but I gotta calm down now. And that's when I started feeling the connectiveness to like to the universe and everybody. I started getting these downloads of like everybody has their divine role. We're all connected, and it's kind of like, yeah, oneness, one love, but it was also like saying how everyone has their divine role, and we're all made of this one thing, but everybody has their special divine place in the universe, from the smallest ant to the biggest angel. Like everybody
Exactly.
is playing their part, and we're doing this as a team. It's a teamwork thing, and we need each other's role. We need each other to be separate and play the roles that we play, because it's very important that we play these roles. And it's all like a puzzle piece that we need every piece to make the big picture. And I was like just getting this epiphany of all that and feeling it, not just like, oh, that makes sense. It was like, no, I'm feeling it, and the understanding, the waves of understanding hitting me and hitting me and hitting me. Felt bliss, and then I felt like 5-MeO DMT. I started like screaming, like, oh, it was, and it was felt like I was being crunched up in this little ball and squeezed like a fucking lemon. I was being
I told.
squeezed, and it felt orgasmic. I was like
Yeah.
having a full body orgasm, and I was just being squeezed, and it was so good. And I was like, "This is great." And I was like telling everybody, like, just let me, like, this is not bad. This is good. This is not bad. This is good. I'm just gonna scream for a minute. And I was just like, ah, and uh, and then I told Kevin, I'm like, okay, this is a too strong of wave again. I need you to turn it down just a little, just one little hair notch down, one little hair notch down, and then I was able to like calm down again after this like crazy purge or this scrunching feeling, and then I just had to lay there. I was like, okay, let me try the laser again, and I gave the laser another shot for another 5-10 minutes, and then I was like, okay, should I ask Kevin to turn it back up and go for it again? And then I was like, no, I think I'm done. And I asked them, I was like, so what should I do at this point? Like, what's the time? And they said, oh, you've been doing it for about an hour and a half. And what are you thinking? And I'm like, well, if I can pull this off for another 20 to 30 minutes, I'll be happy. Cause I wanted, my goal was to get to 2 hours. So they
Yeah.
said, go ahead, just lay back and enjoy this feeling. And I was like, great. So I just laid back and enjoyed this blissful state of just understanding. And I started like going through waves of crying and laughing, and just feeling so good and thankful and gratitude. And then after 30 minutes, I was just like, oh, I guess I gotta finish the movie. And it's like, it felt like that I was reading a really good book, and then I was on
Yeah.
the last chapter, and it was making this beautiful conclusionary statement. And it was just like, and then we all rode into the sunset and lived happily ever after. The end. And it was like, oh,
Whoa.
I'm done. I'm done. And I
Whoa.
told him, okay, turn the machine off and give me my final saline flush. And I'm just going to wait for the last few minutes for it to wear off because I am done. And they said, perfect. Because at that point, it was about 2 hours and 9 minutes, and just a little over 2 hours. And I had to call it. And that was that, dude.
Oh wow. Okay, so when you seen all the eyeballs, what was that like?
Yeah. It was the way the biblically just accurate angels that they say, like you type in images of biblically accurate angels, it looked
Yeah.
just like that, like literally these, and then or there's just eyeballs everywhere. Like I was just seeing so many eyeballs, and they were alive, and they were
Yeah.
looking at me, and I could feel them. It wasn't just like, oh neat, there they are. It's like I could feel them, and it was intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, I gotta so now I'm home, and I just had all this experience I'm trying to integrate. And what's really cool is Danny Goler, the DMT laser guy.
Yeah.
He's taking we got in contact with this director that's doing this called, I think it's called The Discovery, and they want to take some of the film of me and use it for the documentary. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then yeah. So they're calling me at 2:00 here in 5 minutes. I got to be ready for that. So I got to leave you guys, but I'll definitely come in and talk about it more. But I definitely have to, like I just told you, I got to talk to this guy and have a video call, and they're going to use some of that interview for the documentary too. So I've got my house all set up with my pictures in the background, and my hair's brushed, and I got to be like, okay,
I'm ready.
I'm about to film part of this documentary and try to tell them what I saw and tell them about the code. And yeah, so I got to let you guys go because I got 4 more minutes to do that.
All right, do your thing. I got to go in a little bit anyway, so.
Okay.
All right, it's great to talk to you guys. Much love.
All right, wow, man. That is trippy, bro.
So turn the volume down. Turn the volume down. It's too high.
I turned it down. I'm like, turn my music up. Turn my music up. Nah, it seemed like that, but when that shit get intense, like he said when he said you get like, it's like you getting squeezed like a lemon. Exactly. I told you, it's like you getting squeezed out like a lemon, and you just like ball your fist up and you try to take it, and every time it was squeezing me, bro, I was popping into different realities, and then it'll go away, and then I'll be in that reality, and then it'll do it again. Like I'll start seeing that octopus-like creature, and it'll start squeezing me again, like real tight, like to where I felt like a fucking lemon squeeze, and boom, I'll pop somewhere else. But I said, yeah, see, that's, they asking too much. I wouldn't mind doing, I wouldn't mind doing that. What's up, Ty?
For real, hey. No, I was just saying, I just don't have $2,000 to do it.
Yeah. I got it, but it's kind of crazy because just hearing it I had those experiences within my experience, seeing the eyeballs on everything, bro. That shit was weird as shit. Cause I looked at something on the floor. I was off like 10 grams of mushrooms. I looked at something on the floor. I turned into a giant eyeball with still my body, and I started kneeling down on the floor, and my head was a giant eyeball looking at this thing, and it was eyeballs all over the walls, over everything, and everywhere I looked, those things would look at it. And what was crazy was, I could see, I was all these different eyeballs, and I was looking at that one thing from every perspective ever generated. Like every which way. It didn't matter, like if I was looking at an ant, I could see it in every which way. In every way, bro. That shit was crazy as hell. So it's like, I get it. But somebody was saying something in the DMT got Booker's head, maybe. He's out of this world. Hey, nah. Nah, hey, I think when we start talking about right and wrong, right? I think that's like I said, to me, it feels like a perspective that we generated because as you see, he said in the journey, he's seen everybody, and everybody was on their own journey. Everybody and everything, not just people, but everything that was here was on its own journey in the understanding that it was trying to reach with that, whatever it was in life. And that's what, I've been in that space to where I seen everything happening at one time. And I was trying, cause I always tripped off of when drive-bys happen and, people get off by accident in a drive-by or something like that. And I'm going, it'll be like a child or something like that. And then, it's messed up that it happens. And we'll say, no, that's, we to us, we know it's not right because it's human life. But if a lion runs down and grab a baby deer we'll go, that's nature. We'll define it as being different than it happening in the human existence. We'll put it out there to nature, which we see it all the time. We see with animals, you feel me? Because that be the easiest target when it comes to animals or predators on the attack. We don't look at it being wrong in nature because we'll look at it as
That's
being, like I said, nature.
hey, that's what I see the sciences as good for in my human experience in my time on Earth. It's being having my mind to be able to be objective to experiences with thoughts and experiments, like how people will look back on the past and look at kids dying of disease, or like how you said, random stuff happening, part of human nature. Oh, that's just how things were around this time. But then when it's in their face, like, oh well, no, it's because of this, and it's this invisible thing coming after you, and the ghost is coming and everything. And everything in the big term of things is all correlated. but for the science mind, you know, to just be able to observe what's going on objectively while still looking at the pieces that work. You know what I mean? They're trying to
Yeah.
say scientists don't care about people. Oh, they just want to clone everything. They just want to make this technology. Do they know what's going on? But a lot of times they thinking objectively, like they working with the pure idea of things sometimes. So the consequence of it is not really in the forefront of their mind. Like I'm not going to do this because of this. It's like, things happen on Earth. People experiment. That's why scientists bring up Galileo a lot. Like when he said, "Oh, the Earth is not the center of the universe." Then they locked him up until his like final days. So it's always ideas and trying to push what things are about what we think they.
I think our ideas is made up from our survival of humanity. And like I'm not saying that, these things that happen are anything that I would do, and I don't, and I'm not saying that I don't look at them as being wrong. You feel me? But if that's wrong, then that has to be wrong too when it's happening to an animal or something like that. It has to be wrong too. Like when you have a dog that has too many puppies and it eats one or two of the puppies, or a bird kicking one of the babies out the nest. Like, to us all these things would be wrong. It wouldn't just be nature, because if that's the case, then this happening to us has to be nature also. It has to be the
Yeah,
same thing, but we don't look at it like that. We go, no, 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 and it's like, bro, come on now. Like we
that's
got to
why
be
people.
observant to all of it.
I had a joke. That's why people even get confused when two slow people get together and make a slow baby. That's how genes work. You just gotta
Yeah,
be honest enough, they know. But when
it's
you pour, you just be like coming at your kids, like, "Yo, why you doing this and that?"
yeah, yeah. It's weird, bro. It's just hella
It's
weird.
genetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's because it was a time to where we actually thought sacrificing people and kids was a thing. It was like something that we were doing for the gods. There was a time of that, like, and it's like over time, like back then we looked at that as being a thing. Now we go, no, no, it's not right, because
It
these.
probably could have started though from one person having a correlation,
Uh,
accidentally killing somebody or in something, and then he had to
Nature also
justify it to everybody else.
part of
So it's
nature.
like that when I
Intelligence.
did this, it started raining. Like it was raining. You see this blood on my hand? Like I can't make this up. And then
Yeah.
people were starving and stuff. And he's like, well, that one guy that had
Well,
some
hold
money,
on. I'm almost done.
he he
I'm almost
talked
done. I'll
about
talk to you when
killing
I'm done.
people. So since we don't have imaginations like how he be
Just
talking
keep my door
about,
open.
we got to go off of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because I brought up to the people that
See.
our man went to about an experiment. I'll say it real fast. About an experiment because they had an EGG machine, and it was something I thought about. And it was about It's people that can see visions. It's people that can hear voices. It's people that don't have an inner monologue, and it's people that can't see inner visions when they're talking about their day. So I was thinking, comparing that mind state with the EEG machine
Yeah,
compared to when people are on DMT for those like hours, and comparing the difference. Like what pops up? What's changing in the brain? Is there any
yeah,
difference? And all this stuff.
yeah. What's changing? Like it's hella weird, bro. He said, bro, let's see. He said,
He was
we are
excited
part
about
of
it.
nature, but also above and not part of nature because of higher intelligence. See, this is where we get it mixed up at. This is, hey, Abraham, this is where we get it mixed up at. If we go into this thing and we see everything is made out of these so-called atoms, right? Everything is. How could we be higher than anything else that's here when everything is made out of the same thing? It's we put ourselves above all the other things. Sacrifice still exists. It's called work this time. The God of money. Yeah, it's called, man. It's called everything because, like, it's called gangs. It's called it's many different things with the sacrifice thing. But I'm saying everything is made out of this same thing. It's just once we start getting into the mind of our mind, we place ourselves above everything else. That's just what we do because we have the mind. We didn't advanced our minds to think of all these different things and come up with all these different ideas, and then we begin to become and live within the ideas. But I think nothing is really above anything else. It's all the same. He just explained it. He just seen it in the experience and just explained it and just said it himself that everything is all working together to create one thing, and because everything is that same thing, being its own individual thing in reality, to experience reality in its own way. Didn't matter what animal it was, or you feel me, what insect or a person, or it didn't matter. Everything was all this same thing, just experiencing and looking at life in its own way as it's being right now. You just heard him say that. You feel me, that he's seen that on that DMT experience. But
Like
go ahead.
like true the champion in the human
Now,
experience.
brother.
Like
Yeah,
the
we do.
champion
We do. We
rises
do
up above
manipulate.
all those ideas and thoughts and stuff like that, but it's with the help of their team and their coach. Like the champion is not the person that's not listening to their other team members or the coach a little bit. They seeing that, oh, I got it all in me, and they're in me too. So I need them. I need all of this to work so I can be the
Yeah.
champion. Like if you on floor exercise, gymnastics.
he said but God is wrong for making reality that way though. Oh, well, yeah, we can manipulate everything, but it's still happening on the computer. You feel me? Like here, like as we manipulate it, it's still happening like weirdly inside of us. But it's crazy because I don't know. I don't look at the God thing the same way as I did in the past. I look at it totally different. I look at the God thing as being the thing that's trying to control what's happening in life. And it can't. You feel me? So it does it through people because it's trying to control the things that are happening within this reality that we call life. That's what it's trying to do. Like God, to me, it just means king, ruler. You feel me? Like in things of that nature, it's not the same no more. Now it's a the monad or whatever they want to call it. That is outside of the God thing. That is way bigger, and the real creator of all things. It's totally different. It's like it's like different levels to this shit. Yeah, it's like different levels to this shit. But I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I gotta go. I gotta go to work. I gotta get ready for work. And yeah, I think I think
It's nice peeking in, bro.
yeah. No, it's always good, bro. This shit be hella beautiful. This shit be hella beautiful, and I be wishing I could do it more often. But after all, you start to get into doing stuff with the family and just you get to be in life, and it's like wow. But I'll try better.
Yeah,
You
we
feel me?
doing things out here.
Yeah,
It's all coming
exactly.
Ripple
Yeah.
together.
force. The
Yeah, it's the
duty
ripple.
calls, ripple force.
Yeah, the
We're
ripple
always here though.
force. The ripple force. But it'll get to that point to where we'll be able to do this more often. You remember in the beginning, bro, I was going live so much. Like it was
Mhm.
just
Yeah, back in the end
I
of
just see it
yeah.
as a balancing act, and then we
Yeah.
can balance more things out later. We just under using our understanding that we talked about so much. That's how I see
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it is. You like putting it into work into the world and it's like crazy cuz like every time we have a live, bro, it'd be so beautiful because we touch on so many different subjects
hmm
and we talk
All
about
of this
so
is helping
much.
me fly through school. The same subjects popping up, the same initiations in my mind to change my
Yeah.
belief according to the current situations. The papers I got to write dealing with the mind, it's all together.
Yeah, but
So I'm
and
happy
and
to have been part of this.
it's kind of weird because it kind of helps you guide yourself through this thing. It's like makes it a lot
Yeah.
more easier to guide yourself through it because like now as I'm watching things happen and I can be whatever I want to be. I don't
Whatever.
have to be what everybody said I should be. I
Yes,
don't have to
same
act the way that everybody said I should act because it's becoming an act. I can actually be
Mm-hmm.
myself and I can take whatever path I decide to take. Like if you
You
get what
want it?
I'm saying, yeah. Like you
You
going to
want it.
school, like you jump back in school and school becomes even easier than it was before. It's like, whoa. Like I should have
Like
been
back to
did this shit.
elementary.
Yeah, it's like I should have been did this. Like it just becomes everything becomes easier. Dealing with
Mm-hmm.
people.
video game.
But I do get that out of my head that Ben coulda because like I noticed all the stuff we've been through now correlated to me being able to do this now
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
in this
yeah,
way.
yes.
Nothing's out of place.
Nothing.
Yeah.
At least
That's
in
a
this
beautiful thing.
reality.
Everything's used.
That's a beautiful
Everything's
thing.
utilized.
Yeah,
In this reality, that's right.
yeah. But all right, Ty. All right, Theo. Thank you guys. Peace out.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go by check Ty channel out because a lot of times he go live and he be having everybody on Discord when I can't go live. At times I don't, he'll be live. So make sure you check out Just Ty Now channel. And man, I thank everybody for being here and just even the ones that just stopped by for a minute. You feel me? Somebody was asking about Discord. Just know that even though you see, the people on Discord, Discord is open to anybody. For anybody that's on this channel that's here listening, that wants to talk, that has something to talk about, it's always open to everybody. Discord is not just for the people that are on Discord. If you want to talk, you got an experience to share, you got something to talk about, because a lot of y'all be having a lot to say on in the chat, and it's like, man, pop in the Discord so we can have a better conversation about it, so we can dive deeper into what you're saying. That's why the Discord is always open for everybody. Make sure to join. And on that note,